I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So in the last video we read about the death and end of the reign of Jehu and the beginning of the reign of Jehoash in Israel. Now this happens about halfway through the reign of Joash in Judah, and we are now returning to Joash in Judah. This will be 2 Kings chapter 12. We're going to read verses 14 through 16. Shouldn't take too long, but let us get to it. And Jehoash said to the priests, "All the money of the dedicated things that is brought into the house of the Lord, even the money of everyone that passeth the account, the money that every man is set at, and all the money that cometh into any man's heart to bring into the house of the Lord, let the priests take it to them, every man of his acquaintance, and let them repair the breaches of the house, wheresoever any breach shall be found." So what he's saying is, whenever somebody comes in to donate money, to pay their tithing, anytime somebody feels like giving a gift to the temple, collect it all up and repair the temple. I mean, it's been, at this point, close to about 200 years, I think, and the temple's got some damage to it. It's getting old. We need to do some repairs. And so he's going to gather the money and repair the temple. When it says breaches, that's talking about holes in the wall, breaks, maybe just cracks, but it's damage to the walls. Anyways, verse 6. But it was so that in the 23 year of King Joash, the priests had not repaired the breaches of the house. Then King Jehoash called for Jehoiada the priest, and the other priests, and said unto them, Why repair ye not the breaches of the house? Now therefore receive no more money of your acquaintance, but deliver it for the breaches of the house. And the priests consented to receive no more money of the people, neither to repair the breaches of the house. But Jehoiada the priest took a chest, and bored a hole in the lid of it, and set it beside the altar on the right side, as one cometh into the house of the Lord. And the priests that kept the door put therein all the money that was brought into the house of the Lord. And it was so, when they saw that there was much money in the chest, that the king's scribe and the high priest came up, and they put up in bags, and told the money that was found in the house of the Lord. So he's been king now for 23 years. So this is about the time that Jehu dies in the north. He gave the command. It seems to me that he probably gave the command fairly early on. I mean, I'm not meaning like in his first year, but maybe the 5th or 6th year he gives this command. And after 10, 12 years, nothing has been done. He's like, come on, guys, what are you doing? So you don't get no more. You don't get any more money. Don't be collecting money if you're not going to use it. And when it says there, consented to receive no more money of the people, neither to repair the breach of the. Okay, we just won't take any. Come on. But Jehoiada, he sets up this box. It's a donation box. Puts a chest there, cuts a hole into it so people can drop money in it. And after a while, they realize they are. The idea is they didn't think they were getting enough money. They'd get a small amount at one time. So that's not enough to really do anything. So they wouldn't donate. They wouldn't put it towards the temple. But Jehoiada sets up this box, and now after a while, they look into it and say, "Wait, this is a lot of money. Over some time, we saved it up, and we got the money now." And they start realizing that, you save it up and you can get your funds together. Anyways, verse 11. And they gave the money, being told, into the hands of them that did the work, that had the oversight of the house of the Lord. And they laid it out to the carpenters and builders that wrought upon the house of the Lord, and to masons and hewers of stone, and to buy timber and hewed stone to repair the breaches of the house of the Lord, and for all that was laid out for the house to repair it. Howbeit there was not made for the house of the Lord bowls of silver, snuffers, basins, trumpets, any vessels of gold or vessels of silver of the money that was brought into the house of the Lord. But they gave that to the workmen, and repaired therewith the house of the Lord. Moreover, they reckoned not with the men, into whose hand they delivered the money to be bestowed on workmen, for they dealt faithfully. The trespass money and the sin money was not brought into the house of the Lord, it was the priests. So I like this. They were on kind of an honor system. They took the money and they said, hey, we need the carpenters to do this. We're going to give you this money. you go do the repairs. They didn't ask for a receipt. They didn't say, no, give me a itemized list of everything you're buying and how much it's going to cost. So, they asked the carpenters, how much do you need? The carpenter said, we need this much. I said, okay, here you go do the work. And they just trusted that it would be done. And they didn't make any new bowls or, as they say, snuffers, any new instruments they only repaired the building. Because that's what the money was set aside for. The money was set aside to repair the building. And they did it faithfully. I like this. But we're going to end that here. I think Jehoiada, Jehoiada was smart in how he got money saved up. Joash is showing that he is, at least right now, because of the influence of Jehoiada, he is faithful to the Lord, and he wants to repair the temple. He is doing what he needs to do. He's doing what he should do. And he's showing himself to be a righteous man. But like so many others, we will read about his fall shortly. So I will see you. We will be turning to 2 Chronicles next.